Ready?
Not yet, wait. Okay.
So this is the hardest film. So this is the hardest video that we've ever had to film. So bear with us, guys. But we also feel like we have to film it for you guys, and also for us, and to honor Remy. This is our tribute video because unfortunately on Mother's Day, or the night before Mother's Day, there was a terrible accident and we lost Remy. I'm just gonna give her a tissue. There's been a lot of tears. So Remy came into our lives at 7 weeks old. We went to see him and the lady just gave us to him right then and there, gave him to us. He was so tiny and he turned 7 earlier this month. We had him for 7 years, not long enough. His life was cut short and there was a tragic accident. It's been quite horrific. We'll go into that some more, but this video is more about remembering Remy and paying tribute to the beautiful 7 years that we did have. And you know, we shared all of that with you from our very first video 7 years ago and until now. He's been here for it all, so we really do feel like he's a part of your lives as well.
Come and meet our YouTube friends. Come on.
So cute. I love you, Remy.
When we meet people, they say, how's Remy? What's he up to? Everyone loves him as a part of the Empire family. We love him, and also our extended family love Remy as well. He was loved by everyone and he loved everyone.
I think before we tell you guys what actually happened on the weekend, we kind of wanted to show you guys some video of Remy and some photos and just kind of like some things that you guys might not have seen, some behind the scenes kind of stuff of Remy with us. And he also was a big part of, you guys might know Sarah and Sam, which is Beck's cousins and Beck's niece. And you guys might have noticed we actually...
Which is basically my older sister.
Which is kind of like Beck's older sister. So you guys know that we have been doing a lot of traveling over the last couple of years, and Sam and Sarah actually look after Remy for us when we do go away. So he's been a big part of their lives for the last few years as well.
And Remy would go stay with them, and he was a part of their family too.
Wait, 3, 2, 1. Get out of here. Go see Charlie.
It's been a family tragedy for us. A whole family tragedy. So he was 7 weeks when he came to us and 7 years when he left us. We'll miss him every single day, but we're so grateful that he was ours and part of our family, hey? Remy wasn't just our dog, he was the whole Empire family's dog, wasn't he? We want to share some clips with you guys as a way to pay tribute to Remy.
Hi, Remy. Do you want to go walkies?
Look this.
Are you going to do your bouncing? Are you going to do your bouncing? No.
No.
Good boy, Rem. No, sit back down.
Charlie's at school, but... Are you waiting for Charlie? Are you missing Charlie? What's the matter? Do you miss her? Oh, it's a tough life, isn't it, for a sleeping dog waiting for his sister? The handsome boy.
You want to have a bath?
Good boy. Should we put the shower on? He's so excited.
Can you have a bath? You have a bath?
He wasn't just adored by us, but by our whole extended family. He had a way of making everyone feel like they were his favourite. Remy lived for beach trips, long walks and cuddles. He was spoiled rotten and he deserved every second of it. Every treat, every pat, every adventure.
Oh, he loves you.
Dab. Dab. Good.
Do you remember when we took him hiking and I had to carry him home?
Yeah. All right, so we're on a huge hike, guys, and look, he had to be carried to the top of the hill.
He was literally snoring. He was so spoiled.
He was very spoiled. He was a bit of a precious dog. He's going in for a swim. There you go. Good boy! Look at him swim. He knows how to get back up. There he is. Good boy, Remy. Whoa! Cannonball! Yeah, that's better. Listen, Mum. Good boy.
3, 2.
Go, 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 quick! Hi, Rem. Did you have a big day, Remy? Did you have a big day choosing our day? He would also sleep in the bed with the kids. He'd actually put his head on the pillow and like sleep with them like he was an actual human.
You had to put the cover over him and then he would go to sleep. Oh my gosh. What are you guys watching tonight?
We're going to be watching some Disney Plus, you know.
Are you going to look after Prez tomorrow? It's his birthday.
He's all snuggled up.
He's so cute.
Adorable. Is he sleeping?
No.
No.
You had a big day dog going walkies today, didn't you? You did. You boys worked very hard. Did you have a big day? You went for a 3-hour walk. It was rough terrain, wasn't it? There was a big walkie.
Sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the morning, okay? Night-night, Papa. Night-night.
Oh yeah, night, Prez. I had to tuck him in.
Yeah, he'd be like waiting there sometimes to go to bed. He'd know like what time bedtime was for the kids, and he would go into their beds and like literally put his head on the pillow and just wait there. It was so cute.
Especially if they were like having a late night. He was like, it's bedtime.
Yeah, he'd just go and wait because he'd be like, why isn't everyone going to bed yet? And he'd be tired.
And he's put himself to bed by the looks of it. Are you sleeping in here tonight, Rem? Honestly, he's giving me the side eye. Although our hearts are broken, we're so grateful that we had that time with him.
Remy also loved playing in the challenges with us that we would do for YouTube, like all of our YouTube challenges. He always played. And I think he won a few as well, didn't he?
He did.
Happy birthday, dear Remy. Happy birthday to you.
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hooray!
All right, are you gonna blow out your candle, Rem?
Let's go, Rem.
Ready?
Can you blow it out, Rem?
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Hey! Good job, Rem. Oh, good boy.
Other paw. Other paw. Around. Ah! Hey, good boy. Lie down. Good boy. Remy's got the squishy.
It was funny because even like when we weren't filming challenges, if we would put the camera up to film anything, he would like come to be in it. So after a while, even
like he knew.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
even when Charlotte's like doing an unboxing, even just for her friends or whoever, he'll like jump on the bed. It's like he knew when it was like showtime.
Yeah.
And then he'd like put on his best performance, and he loved like wearing his jackets as well. So we'd be like, Remy, go and get your jacket, and he would go and get like one of his favorite jackets. Or if it was cold and we were just hanging around at the house and we hadn't turned the heater on yet, he would go and get his jacket and bring it to you to put on for him. He loved being in Presley's videos. If you're a gamer and you've watched Presley's videos. Who's the cutest little pal to have filming with you? Is it Remy? Is Remy a good dog when you're filming, Prez? I'm videoing.
Oh!
Is he a good pal?
Yes, he is.
You a good little video buddy? What are you doing to my carpet though? Alright, I'll let you guys get back to it.
Remy has a special message for you. Subscribe. Subscribe to Presley. Subscribe right now.
I don't know, we're never going to get another dog like him.
No, he was honestly like a human.
And he came into our lives, I think, when we really needed him. So that's another hard thing. Another thing that makes it probably the hardest is that you might notice, You might notice, guys, that we don't really celebrate Mother's Day as much as you would think that we would. Being a 2-mum family, we would love to, but unfortunately 6 years ago, my nan, who was like my mum, and she was obviously President Charlie's nana, came to stay with us for Mother's Day for a celebration. And on Mother's Day morning, I was getting the croissants ready, and it was getting later and she hadn't gotten up yet, so I went to check on her, and she'd had a brain aneurysm and she passed away, and before her time was up. So that was a massive tragedy and a massive loss. We just usually, Mother's Day comes and goes, and we just, you know, we do a little something, but we don't usually post on YouTube that weekend or anything like that, because it's just a
Yeah,
painful
it's still a
time.
really hard time. And some of you already may know that my mum actually passed away, and she also passed of a brain aneurysm. So that's so strange that mine and Beck's, you know, I guess mum's passed away from that. And, you know, we obviously, Beck has BB, which is also her mum, but Beck's nan also had a huge part in raising Beck throughout her life as well. So that's why Beck likens her to her mum, because she's been a mother figure to her for her whole life, basically.
She has. My mum had me when she was 17, so I lived with my nan and my mum, and my nan and I were very, very close. And she was very close with Prez and Charlie, because my mum lived away and we lived in the same little town, just the two of us. So
That's why you don't hear a lot from us on Mother's Day, because it's actually
quite a hard day to celebrate. So many reasons, but that Mother's Day morning was very traumatic for us. She was staying in Presley's room. Prez was in the room next door, and it was traumatic. We couldn't really ever speak about it. We hadn't really introduced Nan to the Empire family, so we didn't really feel that it was relevant, but this is because Remy's been a part of everyone's lives, everyone's family. When we receive mail, everyone always asks about Remy.
people draw pictures of Remy and send it to our fan mail.
We love it, guys.
We love
really
it so
do.
much.
It's you know, we get messages from parents like, what kind of dog is Remy? We want to get one like that. He was a toy cavoodle that got bigger than he was meant to get, and he was very cheeky, and he loved a treat, didn't he? But we love mums, and we are mums, so we try.
We try to do it for the kids.
But what made this weekend even harder for the kids and for us was that on the night before Mother's Day, we were once again getting ready for Mother's Day, and I got a phone call from my sister.
So Remy was actually, we'd just been away. We'd stayed the week before at the Crown. So Sarah and Sam had Remy for the weekend, and
Sarah had
him
up at her property in the hills where he loves being.
He loves it up there, guys. He gets to run free all day. There's a couple of other dogs there that he really gets along with.
Gimme!
So after our weekend away, we didn't get Remy back right away. We were making plans with Sarah when to pick him up, and it was just so unfortunate. We just kept crossing paths, and we were trying to figure out a day, and then it was kind of a day that we were trying to tee up a day that would work for everyone. And we eventually landed on Mother's Day that we would get Remy back on Mother's Day. And yeah, the night before Mother's Day,
I got a phone call. So I had just walked in the door from dropping Charlotte at a birthday party, and I got a call from Sam, and she said, I just got home. He may have been nicked, or the wheel hit him. And so we were thinking, what if he's got a broken leg?
Yeah.
She said, he's fine, he's sitting up, he's just not really himself, so I'm going to take him to get checked.
Just a checkup.
And she's like, I just thought I'd let you know. And I was like, oh, I'll meet you at the vet. And then I thought as well, I'll bring him home with me, because obviously he's been cheeky, running out after the cars, because he didn't have any road sense. Anyway, I jumped in my car and I was driving there. I was probably 15 minutes into the drive, and then I got another call from her, and she'd arrived at the vet's, and she said, it's more serious than what we first thought.
So then Beck called me, and then, I don't know, I just had a feeling it was so weird. And Prez was actually home at the time. So Charlie was already at a birthday party, but Prez was home, and he was just about to do a live stream. Beck said, I'm just going to go to the vet. And I stayed home and I just continued working. And like Beck said, we thought it would just be that Beck would just
She
go
said
pick
he's
him up.
sitting up, he's fine, he's got his head out the window. So I was like, oh, Ram, he's probably sprained his leg, or and she said the car was pulling out of the driveway going really slow. So I imagined he may have got his foot run over or something like that. So I was like, okay, I'm coming.
So Prez went into his live. Beck's on her way there, and we said to Prez, "Oh, don't worry about it. You know, Mum's just going to go pick up Remy and bring him home in a minute."
I was
just
confused because I don't know how you can go from just like being completely fine,
and sticking your head out the window. On the
yeah,
drive
and being
there.
cheeky. She's like, he's trying to stick his head out the window and he's fine, to then just not. And so when I got there, she said, unfortunately, we've given him the pain relief and his heart has stopped, and we're giving him CPR at the moment. And I was like, and then she left, and then she came back and she said, we're on our 3rd round of CPR, we've had to swap the vet out. So then they came back in and said, do you want to continue with the CPR? So I had to ask Beck.
So of course I said yes, keep going.
They
So we
gave
did
him-
about how many rounds of CPR?
I don't know, I'm not sure. A lot.
We just got them to keep going and just hoping that it would work.
I think they did the paddles as well because they shaved a section on his ribs, and they did adrenaline to try and get his heart going again, but it didn't.
And it had also been like a long time that they were doing the CPR for, so I think it was maybe even, I don't know, close to an hour maybe. We just got them to keep trying, but I think when someone's not kind of waking up after a long time without oxygen and things, it doesn't end well either. They end up with like brain damage. So we eventually called it off.
And unfortunately, we then had to tell Prez, and he came down. But Charlotte was still at a birthday party, so we left her there. And Sam and Sarah, Beck and I, and Prez were all with Remy at the end. We obviously had to break it to Charlotte when she'd finished at the party.
We let her finish at the party because there was nothing anyone could do. So there was no point in kind of taking her out of the party.
It wasn't anyone we knew either. It was somebody that had visited the property.
So Sarah's not the only one who lives at that property, so other people live there. So someone had a visitor come, and it was the visitor that ultimately hit Remy.
We're just devastated. It's just devastating. It's a freak accident. We've obviously gone through all the like what ifs. What if we'd picked him up sooner? What if they'd gotten home from shopping sooner? What if he didn't get out and run in front of a car or run near a car?
Yeah.
But I mean, nothing really changes it. It's just this massive accident, and
We don't blame anyone.
it's just a freak accident. It's affecting everyone. It's affecting our whole family, our extended family, and it's tragic, and it feels so horrible. And when his ashes arrive back to us, we're going to have a family tribute as well.
We'll do like a memorial or like a saying goodbye to Remy with the kids and with Sam and Sarah. I think we might. We've kind of it's only been 3 days. Like as we're filming this, it's only been 3 days since Remy actually passed. So we're still kind of figuring it all out.
Yeah. Okay. I've spoken to the lady at the memorial place, and it's a really nice pet memorial place that they get the dog's ashes and they give you special things to remember him by. But
So you would have noticed Prez and Charlie aren't in this video. They're pretty devastated.
I didn't want them to have to film this video. I think, there's
Yeah,
just
it's
no
too
way.
much. No.
They've
really
both got
upset.
tests on at school at the moment, and I think it's just hard enough for them to get through the school day without and trying not to think about Remy than to have to actually go through and talk about it some more. It's just no.
Yeah, but obviously we're here for Prez and Charlie, and so is our extended family as well. So everybody is, getting around them where they need a bit of extra love and a few more cuddles and things. So it's obviously just going to take time. But yeah, so any videos that you guys do see this week, they've actually been filmed previously.
Weirdly, Sushi has been sleeping in Remy's room, in Presley's room,
Right where
where
Remy
Remy
sits.
Right,
Where
and
he
she doesn't
sleeps.
usually at all. She's usually upstairs with Beck,
And
but she
Bibi.
hasn't been. She's been downstairs where Remy lays.
It's a circle of life.
Remem's jealous. Are you jealous, babe? I think she knows. I think pets are smart. They used to hang out. They used to lay next to each other. And yeah, Remy was so good with Sushi as well. You guys know we brought Sushi in later. like a few years after Remy, and he was so good at accepting her, and he was never rough with her, he was never mean to her, he was never rough with anyone or anything. Like, he was so good with babies and kids, and he was such a good dog.
You're my favorite dog, aren't you? Oh, I love you. He's a good boy.
I think if we could have taken him on our travel adventures, he would have just loved it. I think he just would have loved to be a part of it all. But, you know, we're really grateful that we had Sam and Sarah here to look after him, and they really showed him a good life too.
They did. Sarah would take him to the beach.
He loves the beach. So they were always such a great family for Remy to go to when we were away. So
He was loved. I think that is the bottom line, is he was so very loved, and his death is a tragedy. It's a bit too soon.
I just got home and look at this guy lying on his back in the middle of the carpet. Hi, Rem. Hi, Remy.
I think what's going to be really hard is that Remy was a part of every single moment for us, like Christmases, birthdays.
You got your Christmas present. Do you like it? Happy Christmas.
He was always a part of that. We will always check that Remy's here. He had an outfit for every Christmas, every holiday. So it really is like a family member. Even like whenever Charlotte would do like her exercises upstairs because she has to do special physio things, he'd be there like jumping on
Getting
her
in the
back,
way,
getting
pretty
in the
much.
way, like sniffing around, like, Remy, hop out the way. So just little things like that when you notice that he's not there. When she's studying or she's stressed, he always knows and he goes straight to her.
and gives her a cuddle and like lays on her bed.
And you guys know she's immune compromised, so she gets sick a lot, and Remy would always comfort her. I think
she'd have a lot of like bed days because she would get sick a lot. He's been right there by her side watching movies with her.
I think she's taking it the hardest out of everyone. So if you guys can give her lots of love, that would be so nice. She doesn't remember life before him. He's been her whole life. He's like a younger brother.
Now I've got two brothers. Oh no.
I think this was especially hard for us because we knew, you know, I'd have to deliver the news and also watch the kids be in pain. I'd be
The kids
upset.
have had enough pain. We've had so much death in our family. I just didn't want to ever have to do this again. And here I am.
We don't make a video every time someone passes away in our family or tell you guys every time, you know, someone passes in our family, but we have had a lot of people pass recently, and obviously Remy, we're making this special tribute video because he was as much a part of our family as he was a part of you, so that's why you're seeing this one. But yeah, we've had a lot of tragedy lately, so it's not been a great few years for us. So yeah, it is really interesting because that is also the power of social media. You know, you kind of only see what people want you to see as well, and that's really important to remember as well, guys, that sometimes
people are battling things that you don't know what they are.
So any new videos that you guys see, the next couple maybe are already pre-filmed before this tragedy with Remy. So I mean, I only say that because I don't want you guys to think that we're just getting on with life and everything's all fine and, you know,
We've
everyone's
forgotten
okay.
about him, but yeah.
They actually were filmed prior, so, but obviously we will get back to filming when everybody feels up to it, and yeah, it's going to be different.
It's going to be different, but we're all going to be okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for being a part of Remy's life in the way that you were.
We always read your comments about Remy. Everybody loves Remy, you guys. Like, I love reading your comments, and even after Remy had passed, there was some comments coming through and people were like, oh, Remy won, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually breaking my heart, because obviously we hadn't told you guys yet, and there were just so many comments coming through about him. But we want to say a huge thank you to you guys for loving him as well. I think he had a lot of love, so that's nice.
He definitely had a lot of love. He definitely had a lot of love.
Go hug your pets a little bit tighter tonight, guys. Give them a big cuddle, and we will see you guys
in the next one. Love you guys.
We love you guys.
Bye.